back, everyone, to the second episode of HPTT, or the Horse Platforming Test Tournament. Before we get into today's race, let's take a look at what all our lovely contestants have been doing with their time. How do we have these pictures, you may ask? Let's say we have eyes everywhere. And before you think that's a violation of privacy or is illegal, they signed the contract when they entered this race. We are not held responsible for anything that happens while we're watching. If you have a problem with it, talk to our lawyers. It looks like Sticky has taken a quick liking to Extension. She's been bouncing off the walls, but seems to be doing so a lot more around them. Isn't it adorable, folks? Now, here's a little bit of trivia I bet you didn't know about Sin. She doesn't have parents. What? I said something you didn't know, not something nice you didn't know. She came here on her own one day out of curiosity and signed without even reading what it was. It makes you wonder if she was desperate for friends or just acted on impulse. Next, we have Intricate and Nautical. It's hard to tell if Ice even notices Nate watching, but trust me, she knows. Anything to boost her ego. Also, just look at Nautical. That's the face of a man who's fooling himself. On the topic of Nautical, our sources found that he left the water just because it was boring, and because apparently more things happen on land? I don't even think he knew he could breathe on land till he tried, though. Aw, just look at these two. Even the weirdos of the world managed to get someone eventually. You hear that? Even you have a chance of finding your perfect someone to match your unhinged personality. It's out there, no matter how unlikely it might feel. Personally, I gave up on that a while ago, but that's besides the point. I came out fine. These two were together long before signing up, and it looks like the races haven't stopped them from hanging out and enjoying time together. And that's not the end of it either. Sources have reported seeing Surreal bearing fruit on occasion. It must be quite the romantic offer, however, as only Spinley has ever been seen eating them. Talk about a deep relationship. Oh, really? Oh, wait. So, I just got word that someone tried to obtain one of these fruits in the past, but proceeded to get mauled by SCG upon getting too close. Don't know what they were expecting, though. Spiders are very territorial. Here we have our resident ghost and skeleton talking about anything and everything. These two are longtime friends with each other, even before they died. Nothing can separate them now, though, and they take full advantage of their undead powers, spreading rumors and gossip to everyone around. And no, my hat is not a waffle. It happens to be a very expensive plaid hat given to me by my father. Go spread rumors about someone else. Wow, convincing the blind guy to throw a knife? That certainly went well. At least he hit their head, that's impressive on its own. I'm not even gonna ask how he managed to throw it, but it looks like Spare has one more hole in that hollow skull now. Now, I bet none of you knew this, but Firm's blindfold is just for show. Remove it, and there's nothing there. It's kinda creepy, honestly. And if you don't know what color is, can you imagine how it looks? Or is the concept completely foreign? Oh, so I'm not allowed to ask the important questions, but you guys can call me Wafflehead. You all are just a bunch of... Ice better watch her step and back away slowly, because Spinley looks ready to tear her apart. According to our inside sources, Sticky and Spinley barely know each other too, so that means that this must be some kind of instinctual reaction to protect the child. Either that, or Spinley really hates Ice. I don't blame it if it's the latter. Apparently, Spinley has a paralytic venom that currently has no cure. 9 out of 10 horses survive the bite, however, so at most it causes discomfort. And yes, it has bitten that many other horses in the past. Anyone that tries to get close to Surreal to study tends to get a first-hand example of the venom. Now, I'm just a host, but I've heard rumors that a few of those horses never came back. I don't know what R&D is thinking. I should stop talking? Okay, fine. Fine. Disregard that previous sentence. We're just a small corporation supporting local businesses. Yeah. Let's go with that. And finally, we have our winner of the previous race taking a well-deserved sleep after a 12-hour shift. He works as a manager for sleepwear and mattresses, so you know he's sleeping on quality. Now, with updates out of the way, it's time to race. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Word.
Aren't they wonderful, folks? We wouldn't be in business without them, so be sure to give them your appreciation. Oh, and if you want a chance at your pictures being shown in this section of the show in the future, submit them following the instructions in the description. The sponsors will take care of the rest. We appreciate any time and effort you give to us. And if you decide you want to include me, just be sure to get my good side. Without any further interruptions, it's finally time to race. I'm your host, Mike, and this is HPTT Live. It took way too long to get through. Why in the world is What a thrilling race! The contestants really gave it their all this time with Spindly Tangled Gears in first, Sticky Note in second, and Nightlight Lullaby in third. It's looking like some tough competition between first and second now, but can they keep up their momentum in the future races? We managed to get the winner with us here this time, but they insisted on bringing Surreal with them, so don't mind the bush. Spindly, how do you feel about winning the second race in the whole tournament so far? I see. And your thoughts on future races? I suppose that could be true, but don't get your hopes up just yet, it's only just started. Now, the crowd is demanding to know, how did you two figure out that you were the one for each other? Really fascinating. That's one for the history books. You both may take your leave now, and thank you for your time. That probably the most absurd story I have ever heard. I doubt it was true. I mean, really, they did it 3 times before even realizing? Talk about being clueless. And with that, that's all the time we have for today. I've got an appointment with a masseuse that I do not want to miss. Thank you all for watching HPTT Live. I've been your host, Mike, and I'll see you all in the next race.